Hey, welcome to Intended Future. This is a very quick walkthrough regarding how to use Agent Q. As soon as you enter the web address q.intendedfuture.ai sign in pane where you can just use your GitHub or email credentials to sign up. Once we approve your request, you are ready to go and just log in with any of preferred method. And of course, once you will see, first of all, what we call Canvas. That's a working document where normally you could edit anything or you could add your images in. You can create a complete report about perceived quality, about the car that you evaluate, and then just click button download here. So let's try and see how it works. For example, hello world. Here I'm using my voice commands, but of course we can type in anything. Let's begin. The Canvas works as any text editor. So you can make anything bold, you can highlight as a heading. Literally you can just do anything what Microsoft Word would do. On the right panel, it's Agent Q. It's waiting for you about asking the questions. But before you ask a question, so you probably would like to add some images, unless you want to educate yourself in the perceived quality questions. We will come back to this as well. So putting the image on the canvas, that's the biggest difference of Agent Q regarding to other agentic systems, that you drop your images not in the chat, you drop your images inside the canvas. Once image in, just ask anything that you'd like to learn about craftsmanship or evaluation. Let's evaluate craftsmanship of this car. While Agent Q is thinking, by the way, the time of thinking really depends on the time of the day, I will explain what it knows. Agent Q operates within space and universe of the perceived quality framework. That means Agent Q knows everything about perceived quality attributes, their definitions, their meaning, and their context. Agent Q also has access to customer data, which we're collecting quite extensively. And that means Agent Q can rank and evaluate attributes preferring a specific population. For example, drivers in the US of a specific age or any other demographic preference. Once agent have answered, what you will see here, it's a complete analysis of the image that you have provided. That means, this is BMW, of course, it's a quite well done car in terms of craftsmanship. However, Agent Q have identified a few attributes here, like for example, gap, flash, parallelism, reflection alignment. We see some shades here, section edge quality, and the lighting execution and harmony. That means that Agent Q speaks language of perceived quality because, for example, lighting execution and harmony we define only for the exterior. If we would speak about interior, that would be illumination. It provides you scoring for each attribute in terms of the craftsmanship. Of course, it also explains how did that score. And then, of course, it's always giving you two options. Some type of a fast option and more durable, slow option, about how to fix whatever flaws Agent Q has found. That means you can continue this dialogue until you're completely happy with the results. Like for example, let's ask what is the reflection alignment, and now Agent Q is supposed to answer from whatever theoretical knowledge it has, and of course it knows about the reflection alignment quite a lot. Well, what we see here is a definition exactly as we provided, so that means where reflection alignment belongs, what does it mean, and so on. Agent Q also takes responsibility to help you about how to fix the specific attribute, and as usual, as we said, it takes two options about what to do with the specific attribute. All this language and all these two options, it's actually created by Intended Future, and it means that you can create your own because Agent Q is fully customizable. I will show you now how to do this. Well, as soon as you are fine with the analysis of your craftsmanship, and you can continue this, of course, for the indefinite time. And again, just remember, whatever is on the canvas is absolutely editable. So you can delete what you don't like, you can highlight what you like. You are actually in charge of the final analysis. So Agent Q is your design companion. But you can ask Agent Q about being very specific. For example, if you click on the name of your user here, you will find out quite cool feature that we have implemented here. That's a prompt injection. That means that you can create your own prompt and you can create your own comments to the Agent Q about how to behave, and that will override instructions given by Intended Future. Like for example, let's make Agent Q now acting like a BMW engineer. So you are BMW engineer and you reply in German. So as soon as we add that instruction to Agent Q, right now it changed behavior and it will behave as a BMW engineer. and it's supposed to reply us in German. I'm just wondering, let's ask something about any of attributes. For example, how about parallelism? Anything else? I mean, of course, we can have input in any language, by the way. AgentQ understands majority of languages. While it's thinking, I would like to stress about the prompt injection, about instructions. That means that you can customize AgentQ exactly the way, to work exactly the way you want. Here's a quite quick reply, and as you could see, it answers in German. We can go further and give another instructions to the AgentQ, like for example, let's Japanese designer. Let's name this instruction and give a very clear instructions. You are skilled automotive designer from Japan, and you speak, or probably you reply marked as a designer. Let's add this prompt. So we received the message that this is approved, and let's ask something about, I don't know, lighting execution. What you can tell about front lights. I just have to say that it's not just about the language that you can alter in the instructions command, but literally any type of behavior you want AgentQ to adopt. Of course, it will still play in the area of the perceived quality and the assessment of the craftsmanship and market intelligence, but it's quite interesting area to explore for anyone about how prompt engineering can adapt and make AgentQ even more powerful for your specific tasks. So not just speaking your internal jargon, but going deeper and trying to analyze different things. So as we could see, some things are hardwired, of course. So we still believe that intended futures definitions of perceived quality is one of the best, as well as the attributes. But otherwise, you see that AgentQ is speaking Japanese, and it can be adapted to any conditions that you would like to behave. Just to repeat, this is inside a panel with the settings and the personalization. As soon as we disable a specific instruction, AgentQ will return to its default vision by using English language. And yeah, this is it. Once you're happy with the report, you just download the complete report, and this is it. You can start new chat by clearing the panel and by deleting whatever you have been working here. AgentQ is in this inception. What you see here is just the first version. You are one of the first users of this frontier application. Nothing like this existed before. So of course you should forgive little mismatches and little flaws to AgentQ. Sometimes it's a little bit slow because of the high use of the servers. Sometimes it's maybe not accurate as you would expect, but it's learning, and hopefully it will learn also with your help and become even better. That can speed up your work as an engineer or designer and bring it to a completely different level. Thank you.